Welcome everybody to Infinitier! Welcome to our very first campaign, Omens of the Dreamcatcher. My name is Charles Diestro. I am your game master, and with me is all these beautiful people as the players. Everybody say hi. Say hi right now, or else they kick you off this Discord server.
Hello.
Say hi better. Say it louder.
Here.
Like your lives depend on it.
Hey.
I almost tipped over my mic. This is a very good start to the campaign.
Peek
What
the
an
mic.
episode.
Peek it.
Why is everybody talking?
Yes.
In this campaign, Omens of the Dreamcatcher, we travel to the land of Adventia, an original world that I have made based off of the adventures of Indiana Jones and the Goonies and Uncharted and Tomb Raider and all those awesome adventure movies. So, with that being said, we cut to an ocean. It's peaceful. It's breezy. You can hear the sounds of tiny waves crashing and the water just splishing and splashing onto itself until the barrel of a gun draws in the frame and pow! Gunpowder immediately explodes out of the barrel and cannonballs are flying straight across the screen. One or another, you hear the sound of wood breaking and people start chanting in sea shanties and yelling in terror and yelling in pain. People putting out fires, people reloading cannons, lighting up those cannons, and more and more cannons keep on going off. As we cut back to the barrel smoking, we pan the camera over to a tabaxi road. Javi, could you please describe your character for us, what they look like, and what their name is, and what their deal is on this gigantic pirate ship?
Yes. I am Jouelle, the Hex Cat. I am a brown tabaxi, about, I want to say like 5'9", maybe, I don't know if that's important. They are a rogue, they're also a pirate, and they are on the ship to become the greatest pirate there ever was.
What?
Yeah, pretty much. Thank you.
They have at the moment. You fire the pistol one more time, and you see that your bullet hits someone straight across, in between the eyes. They fall to the ground. What do you say in this moment?
Yep, I did it.
You give this hella awesome remark, and you hear the footsteps of a boot hitting the plank floors. Boom, boom, boom. You feel a hand, a gigantic gloved hand, hit your shoulder, and he says, "Yeah, you've done great, me boy." And you look up into this gigantic, chubby yet muscular man, the gigantic golden beard, as what he is named after, Captain Goldenbeard of the Golden Horde. I did not steal that from Dimension 20. It just came to mind. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right, load up the cannons and shoot him again! Shoot him again! Come on, Jouelle, you got this!
Oh, another one? Okay.
You see that another like scrawnier other like elf man with like a bandana goes over to you and like starts rolling a gigantic cannonball.
Sorry, man, I couldn't hold it the entire thing. This thing's like heavy as hell. I'm sorry, man.
Could you load that into the cannon while I find the match? Where are the matches?
What is this? What is happening?
We're fighting right now. What are you talking about? As he says that, there's another cannonball. It hits the white sail, and a gigantic pillar of your ship starts tumbling down into flames and into the ocean.
Oh, is this my fault?
What? No. You just gotta act faster. You gotta start being nimble and quick, like those cat-like reflex.
Is that offensive?
I punch him in the face.
Oh, dude! Oh, okay, got it. Okay, I'm gonna go find some band-aids. Awesome! And you see he starts walking off, and you see that Captain Goldenbeard is like, "Ah, what a square punch in the face that was! Good job, lad! Now hit him again!"
Okay, and I kick him.
Wait, you kick Captain Goldenbeard?
Oh, yes.
You kick your captain in his boot, and it feels like you're kicking into concrete, and he's like, "Yep, that'll give you for the last 30 years of adventuring," and he starts going back to his captain quarters. Meanwhile, cannonballs are straight flying, flying, and flying, and you see that someone at the helm of the ship starts steering the wheel, steering, and you can see that your ship starts to get closer and closer to the enemy ship. What do you do in this moment as you're getting closer and closer, and cannonballs keep firing, gunpowder, bullets, all that jazz going on at the same time?
I would like to wait, keep getting closer, and then jump into the other ship.
All right. The ship gets closer and closer and closer until the plank that you use to surrender your traitorous pirate crew gets literally hits the other ship. You now have a perfect platform to get onto the other ship. And other people of your crew start taking note of this, and they start drawing their swords, drawing their cutlasses, drawing their guns, and they start rampaging the other ship as one fleet.
Yes.
Join them?
Yes, I'm actually the first one in the ship.
Okay, cool. Make an attack roll real quick, just to see what's going on.
8.
8. You manage to get onto the plank, and you start immediately gung-ho swinging your sword, and you go. You manage to slice at least 3 of the enemy crew ship, and you can see that a bunch of people from both your ship and their ship start tumbling down onto the floor. Blood starts spewing everywhere. Everyone's being thrown overboard, and you can see the captain of the enemy ship, Captain Lightstone. You can see that his beard is made of glass and crystallized gems. As he draws his diamond sword and aims it towards you.
Okay, bring it on, Rockman, and I go over there, and I go to duel him.
Ooh, you picked a fight with the wrong captain. And as he jumps off from the helm of the ship, you can see that Captain Goldenbeard also joins you from behind. Would you like to fight him alone, or would you like to fight him with Captain Goldenbeard?
I'm gonna fight with my captain.
Cool. Go ahead and make an attack roll with advantage.
Okay.
So yeah. Everyone's dropping to the floor. Blood is spewing everywhere. You are covered in both enemy and ally blood on your hands and on your clothes. Everywhere is on fire at this point. You thought your ship looked bad? This place looks like an apocalypse from 2099.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. So, 16, and with advantage, I just roll again?
Yeah.
Yeah. 10. So, like...
16, yeah.
6.
What do you do in this moment with Captain Goldenbeard? Do you guys have, like, a special move you guys have together, so that way you can, like, take down this arch rival of some sort?
I would like to do something... I'm imagining I'm much smaller than Goldenbeard, right?
You are definitely much smaller than Goldenbeard.
Yeah. So, I would like to... So, Goldenbeard, I'm assuming he's, like, up front. I would like to, as he's pointing his sword towards the guy, jump on Goldenbeard, run, and then jump off his sword, and then onto the other guy, and kind of land on his shoulders.
All right. You managed to land on his shoulders, and you are just going like feral with your cat.
Yeah, just like kind of like.
Yeah, you got him strangled. You managed to blur his vision with a bunch of cat fur and stuff. He's like, "Hey, get off me! Get off me, you dirty feline!"
No.
Ah! And then you see that he raises his diamond sword, and you can see in his diamond sword, you can see your own reflection, and you can see the tip of the sharp edge of the sword is aiming towards you, and it is stopped immediately by a golden-bladed sword with Captain Goldenbeard deflecting it, and he disarms him immediately. And he is now disarmed, and you are still on him. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I take out my gun and I point it at him.
Yeah, you remove one arm, pull out your gun. Anything you'd like to say?
You're done, Rock Man. And I shoot him.
you say you're done, Rockman, and you see Captain Goldenbeard says, "Hey, can I take this one? I've been fighting him for about 10 years now.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go. Yeah.
I still need
And
you
I,
to keep him in that chokehold, by the way."
So yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a strength check real quick, just to see if you can
Let's see.
successfully like hold him down like this.
Yes. Strength. So that's a 4.
That's a 4. You can see that he you can see that as you're holding him, you can see all of your crewmates start falling off the ship, and you see a bunch of other people on this ship start falling off as well. You can see that everything around you is kind of distracting, and you lose focus. And Captain Lightstone breaks from your hold, and he rushes over to his sword. But as he manages to get over close to his diamond cutlass, you hear, and you can see right in front of you a golden blade covered in red crimson blood. And you hear Captain Goldenbeard say, "Funny thing about this sword, I've killed enough of your crew to seal your fate." And he points the golden sword over to a sliced open lightstone. And you can see that his body, from his wounds, starts spreading and spreading and spreading in gold. And you can hear the metallic clink as his golden corpse hits the deck of the ship. You can see that Captain Goldenbeard goes on to like the little ledge that gives him height, and he raises his golden sword, and he says, "Victory is ours, boys!" And you can hear like the chanting and celebration of your crewmates, and you can see that the crew of the enemy is just weeping and sobbing, and some of them are even like, "Oh man, I can't believe we failed him!" And you can see that he literally runs off the plank and jumps into the ocean.
Okay. I want to say like wow, that never gets old. That's super sick. And I started like poking the golden corpse, I guess.
Yeah, you keep poking the corpse, clink, 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 clink. His body, even you can feel that even like his insides, they are not hollow. They are filled with golden organs. Everything about this man is now just a golden crust.
And I try to take something, like a gold piece of him.
Yeah, sure. You managed to like find like a little pouch, but you can see that is made of gold now. So instead of like opening it up to see if there are gold coins in it, you managed to like jiggle the golden pouch, and it just literally breaks off of his corpse, and just be like, yeah, this can go for quite a few. Yeah.
Yeah, really good. This is
Yeah,
good.
go ahead and write golden pouch in your inventory.
Yup.
Yeah, you can see that Goldenbeard lowers his sword and he turns over to you. "That was some fine fighting, me boy. Come here!" And he like grabs his gigantic shoulder, and he wraps your neck around it, and he's like, "You know what?
Okay.
I think it's time. You're ready,
For what?
me boy. I think it's time for your chance at the Trinidad Challenge."
Okay.
Do
I know that?
You do know this. The Trinidad Challenge is it's a ceremony in which once a year, Goldenbeard selects 3 candidates to go out and do an adventure on their own, so that way they can prove that they're still worthy of staying on the ship. He thinks that you are one of the best out of 3 people on that ship. You've heard legends about some of the crew members stealing artifacts straight from museums, or artifacts straight from temples just deep in the jungle. you heard that one person managed to steal an artifact from the Sinestra Wars, which was a war against the 7 deadly sins. But that person was long gone. So, what do you say, me boy? Trinidad challenge!
Yes, Captain.
That's the spirit, lad! And you both salute each other, slow motion, and we cut over to a little place in Horia, in a city called Zena, where we stumble into a little study in this fancy mansion with a very beautiful dark mahogany bookshelves, and you see a very futuristic-esque 1930s computers with a little bit of rims of silver and beautiful engravings and carvings and design. Walker, could you please describe us who you are playing in this world of Adventia? What's their name? What's their deal? What class are they? What's going on?
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Walker of Walker Will Not. I'm playing Hazel Woods. So you can kind of see that Hazel is a shorter woman. She's half elven, though she usually puts the tips of her ears behind a bandana, so it's kind of like hidden away. You can see she has like dark brown hair that has like tints of red in there. And you know, she has these round glasses that kind of shape her face. And she's very, very short and scatterbrained a little bit. So you can see that she's probably studying by candlelight, as she finds it a little bit more mood-setting. And you can see that she kind of tucks a little bit of hair into her bandana and, you know, kind of is flipping a few pages as she kind of looks about her books and her journals.
Yeah, you're going through this. You said it was your journal entries of like past adventures when you were younger, or
no. So Hazel is a young woman, probably 20. She has not been on any real adventures. I mean, she went to army school a year ago, but it didn't really work out well for her. So she kind of transferred to an academic place. And that's kind of the most she's been out of the house as of late. Kind of a shut-in. The journals are probably of ancient heroes or mythical stories or something like that. Some kind of nerdy shit. Yes.
Just some nerdy shit. What are you researching at this moment? Is there anything in particular that?
I think Hazel is probably looking at some sort of like knight. Some sort of knight in these shining armors, in these crusades that he went on. It kind of talks a little bit about his journey in these how he kind of ventured into a temple, and it's the story of when should you turn back, and as they travel down the temple, there's a point where there's like he could have turned back and saved himself, but he was too vain, and he continued on, and he unfortunately died in this tomb along with all of his crusading money and stuff like that. So she's probably like reading up on this, and as she adjusts her glasses and is kind of reading over this book.
Sweet. You're reading over this book about this knight who made this very tragic decision. You are understanding it and comprehending it. However, if you would like, could you please blow onto it? If that's okay.
Yeah, sure. I'll go
blow onto it, and you can see that some of the words and the images start flying off of the book, as this library of yours, like in this study, is filled with books not like any other. You can see that after you blow off the words and the images, and they turn into dust in front of you, you can see that an image of a knight in shining armor is in like this little torch-lit temple made of mossy brick. You can see that he's running and running, and he's like, I must go, but I can't. I must, but I can't. I must, but I can't. And you can see that there's a bunch of like rubble coming off from the top, and he's like, I mustn't, but I. And you can see that he falls over, and you can see that a bunch of gold is start falling out from his pockets and stuff.
Oh, I hope my father doesn't meet a similar end to this. I worry about him. But maybe I can. I'm gonna look closely at this image that appears in front of me. Is there any sort of clues into like why this cave started tumbling around him or anything like that?
Go ahead and make either an insight or a history check.
Ooh, I would love a history.
Let's go.
I'm a history nerd.
Sorry, I haven't.
17.
17. With a 17, you can gather from the clues of what happened is that there were no signs of explosion. There were no signs of gunpowder use or any malicious intent from anybody else in this temple, because this temple is not very known of where their location is. However, you do see on a wall is a little inscription that has the letter Z and an arrow that points to the right.
Strange. She's gonna make a doodle of the Z with the arrow. And so this mirage in front of me, is it like made of like kind of dust and it's kind of swirling
dust
together?
And sand and the colors of it. It's sort of like what's that painting called? Like A Day in the Park, where it's like it's made of a bunch of dots, but in this case it's made of a bunch of like grains of sand and dust.
So she kind of writes down in her journal, kind of making a note of the symbols and the things like that. And she kind of is like, all right, this is perhaps enough studying, and she kind of wipes away the dust in the air, and then she kind of coughs as it kind of went into her face a little bit.
Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, you like cough up some dust and sand in the exact direction where someone opens the door, and you see that your older brother just opens the door, and you can see that that sand gets thrown into his face, and he's like, Hazel, I would like an explanation.
Oh, magic. Brother, you're back. I didn't know you went on leave from war so soon. Or are you? Is this just a stop, or what are you doing here?
Oh well, I was sent home because of something very tragic, and you can see that he takes off his jacket, and you see that his amputee arm is lifted up. And it's very hard for me to fight with just my right hand.
How long ago did this happen? And she's gonna run over and take a look at him. It's one of those things where her brother is really tall compared to her. He got more elf genes than she did. So he's freakishly tall compared to her. So she kind of has to kind of jumble up there and take a look at it.
Let me crouch down. Okay, well, it happened 5 days ago, and I was on the beaches of Chandudu, and unfortunately, I did step on a landmine. There were no other ways for me to escape, and people often crack jokes about that place because doo-doo, haha, very funny. It's, yeah, so...
Well, I'm not worried about the name of the place where you lost your arm. I'm concerned that
it's important because when someone reminded me of what the name was, I kind of laughed so hard I turned around and my foot stepped off the landmine and the explosion hit my arm. And I don't think I find that place very funny anymore because now my arm is used to feed the sharks and barracudas out in the oceans.
Oh, this story is getting a lot worse by the second, brother.
Really, it got worse when I told you about the landmine, or the fact that my arm is now being used as bait. I
think all of it was pretty not great. Here, brother, why don't you sit down? I'll go make some tea or something. Right, I'll be back. And she kind of runs off. She's gonna grab some tea. And she'll probably grab like a butler or something that is, wandering around in our, lavish house. Oswald.
Yes, Miss Woods.
Hi. Could you, Oswald, could you get me some tea?
What kind of tea, Miss Woods?
We had one from the Chinny Doo. Not that one. That just anyone but that one. It's just.
It's my favorite, Miss Woods.
Yes, but it's my brother just came back. I don't know if you saw him walk in or anything.
Of course, I've driven him home from the airport, Miss Woods.
Yes, he probably might have told you this story, but he lost his arm recently. It's not the greatest of outcomes. Could you perhaps get us some tea? It would be mighty spiffy, and it would, maybe cheer him up a bit. If you could,
I shall fetch him his favorite, Miss Woods. And he starts with his hands behind his back, and you can see that like instead of like walking in a normal motion, he starts walking like on his tippy toes. He starts walking in a very symmetrical and straight line over to the kitchen. How fast do you need this, Miss Woods?
As quick as possible, Oswald.
Of course, Miss Woods. And you hear like the closing of a door. And as you do so, you hear the little flutter of paper just somewhere around you. And you see that in front of this door is a little envelope with a wax stamp of your father's company.
Oh. Brother dearest, Oswald, we might have a small issue. Please gather round. Hi.
Yeah, you can see
brother.
that Oswald starts coming in from the door, and he has like one hand with the cup of tea, and he's still walking on his tippy toes. Whatever you say, Miss Woods. And you see your brother comes out from the study. What is it, sister?
Right. Listen. I think this is a letter from father. Or at least something for father. He hasn't been home for a few days now. So I didn't know if something would happen. I don't really know what he does anymore nowadays. We don't really we're not really that close. He's kind of been here and there, and
okay. Who is this addressed to? Is it just...
I don't know. It just has a stamp from his company.
You turn it over and you don't see any names on it, like you said. You turn it back and then you feel a little shimmer. You feel a little like movement on the back, and you look back on it and it has Hazel Woods, and it has the address.
Oh, okay. It's I guess Oswald, could I borrow your claw real quick?
Of course, Miss Woods. And you see that he puts the tea down on the table, and he puts out his hand, and just nails come out.
Yep. Because Oswald is a dragonborn. He has these little glasses on the really tip of his nose, and he's blue. But he's wearing this very fine suit and everything. But his claw comes out, and I kind of like very delicately just kind of go.
It is good
Thank
to
you,
know
Oswald.
my species is of service to you, Miss Woods. And you see he puts his hand back on the back of his hand.
I mean, I could have used a knife, but you were right. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Anyway,
That
I'm
was
gonna
not
open.
being sarcastic, Miss Woods. This is my happy voice, Miss Woods.
Oswald, I've lived with you all these years, and I still do not get your sense of humor. And she's going to open up the letter.
Would you like me to be here, Miss Woods, or should I leave for some privacy, Miss Woods?
Oswald, you are part of the family. I mean, maybe not like, like blood related, but you are still, one of us. You can stay as we reread this. Here, follow me back into the library.
Of course, Miss Woods. If you would give me a second, I have to make my... And he looks over at your brother's amputee arm. Second favorite tea. And he goes into the kitchen. And he goes into the kitchen, and you can see as the door swings back. When it swings back over to your direction, he immediately comes out with a new cup of tea. Okay.
Perfect. Everyone down. I guess I will start reading this. And she's gonna open up the letter.
Alright, you open up the letter, and you can see that is in your father's handwriting, and it does sound very much like him. TLDR, it's talking much about this new endeavor and this new adventure that he's inviting you to go on. There's a bunch of information about a certain subject that has not been talked about for years. The possible coordinates of Zadia's Dreamcatcher at the temple in Sadis.
Oh, I read aloud what is in the letter. I didn't know that he was doing something. Oswald, quickly look on that shelf over there. Quickly find me any books that you can find on this Dreamcatcher.
Of
And
course,
she's
Miss
gonna,
Woods, and you can see that
she's
he goes
gonna
up to
scramble up some of the ladder and look about. Do I see any books of this Dreamcatcher?
You can see both you and Oswald are looking at Z for Zadia, D for Dreamcatcher, D for Dream, or anything that is related to it, like W for Wish or anything like that. No information in your library has any information about who this Zadia is or any mystical dream catchers that have been present throughout history.
Listen, now my dad is he's kind of I'm sorry, brother, but I think I have to go. I don't know where this library usually has everything, but this specific issue I don't see anything. So he might have even taken some books to read or something like that. I don't know what this might be referring to. I've never heard of some kind of dream catcher. But our father, he's still trying to relive the glory days of, when he was a little bit younger. I think he's trying to do another adventure.
Yeah, he's always like that, but you don't have to explain it to me. I've lived with him more than you've lived with him. If he wants to go on an adventure, he's gonna do it, regardless of what we say.
He's going to get himself killed.
That's what Mom used to say every time. And guess what?
Right, but
guess what?
But Mom isn't around anymore, and our father is not a spry young thing. He's human, so it's...
Well...
he's aging.
He's one badass human, I'll say that. But, if he's calling you to ask him to help, I say go for it.
You just got home. Are you sure I should just leave now?
Yeah, I'm fine. Oswald will take care of you, right, Oswald? Of course, Mr. Woods. If you'll excuse me, I have to take out a box of tea. And you see this tiptoeing out into the kitchen again.
Okay, this is all very sudden. I have no idea what to pack or anything. I'm just so incredibly lost.
You can see you say that as you don't know what to pack and what you need to bring. You feel a flutter from the paper again. You can see a bunch of items you need to bring for this adventure.
that's actually quite helpful. I guess I better start packing. I'm sorry, brother, I wasn't able to stay around longer, but I'm worried about our father, and I don't want him getting himself killed. I wouldn't want him ending up. I should go. I'm gonna pack up.
Yeah.
Be safe. You know, feed the dragon. He's very hungry now and then. Not our butler dragon, our pet dragon, not our actual one. Make sure our teleporting dog Riley is also safe, and she's just gonna start rambling on about.
Go.
Oh,
You can see that because like how big he is. Like he takes his gigantic hand and just places it like on top of her face.
Go. Okay.
And he starts pushing her out of the study. Go.
All right. She's gonna start walking up the stairs, and she kind of turns around. And also, we have the birds that can speak 8 different languages. Make sure they're also fed. Their cage needs to be cleaned so often. They're so particular about
that
their
actually
cage.
Reminds me, is Jofraya okay? I haven't seen that dude in forever. My favorite bird. He's the only one that can speak part celestial.
You see, we let the dragon out.
No, do not finish that sentence. Get out.
I'm gonna go.
Leave, sister.
Go upstairs to pack.
Yeah, you go upstairs to pack, and it cuts to you closing the door, and match cut over to a ruined temple with vines and moss, and you can see that as it opens, you can see an adventurer decked out in all green with a bunch of beautiful spring woods in the background as they're holding up a little torch. Sarah, could you please describe to us who you are playing as, what their deal is, what their class is, what's going on, what's the whole shebang?
I got you. So I am playing the character named Keleuzo. Kelitah is an Eladrin druid. She is 5'11". She is 27 years old, and she is an adventurer where she is usually she's a lone wolf currently. Kelitah meaning to gather. So what her deal is, she calls herself a protector of nature. Anything that comes to anything that not naturalistic, she is the one who likes to preserve it and keep it the way she is. Since being an Eladrin, and Eladrins change with the seasons, that's why she thought it was very natural of her to be very close connected with the world of Adventia, specifically instead of the worldly world, the world that everyone seems to ignore now.
Awesome. So you are witnessing this stone door open and open and open, and as you watch it move, you can start to take notice that around you is a bunch of black plants, and you can see brown, now turning to black roots, start spreading around this area and towards a river that's starting to turn the water black. So,
am I able to crouch down to one of these black plants and maybe make some sort of nature investigation or perception check? Which one do you think would be?
Yeah, go ahead and make a nature check.
Nature check? Perfect, cool. My nature check is a +5, so let's do that.
I'm screwed.
Let me roll that. It is, what is that? Nat 20, please. Oh, should I share my screen? I'm gonna share my screen.
The nat 20, you kneel
25,
down over to these willowing plants, and you can feel that at the touch of your hand onto this dying lily. You make contact with it, immediately turns to ash. And you can gather that whatever is inside this temple is harming the environment. And that is spreading over to the river, where you were tasked by a nearby village to help and save from this drought.
This can't do. He's gonna find our way into that temple and see what could be causing the root of this mess.
Cool. Go ahead and make a survival check real quick as you continue on into this dark and torchlit temple of unknown origins.
Sounds good. That is gonna be 18.
18. You manage to walk forward, and then you stop. As you can see how the fire from your torch is shining a reflection onto this little wire onto the floor.
Well, is it okay? I'm gonna step over the wire, but can I make a perception check of any other traps that might be in the area?
You can go ahead and make a perception check. Go ahead.
Okay. 19. Okay.
Okay.
19.
You step over the tripwire, and as you do so, your foot is a crevice away from what looks like a pressure plate. That seems to be connected to a little hole in the wall that is dripping green ooze. So you step over that as well. And with a 19, I'll say that as you keep on going, you can see this little pit in front of you as well. And as you move the torch a little lower, you can see a bunch of swords and spears and skeletons at the bottom of this pit.
Yeah, well, these amateurs. Too bad they didn't have me, he says with her ego.
Right. This pit, however, is pretty long for you to just step over. You're gonna have to jump across. So please go ahead.
Acrobatics check?
Acrobatics or athletics?
Let's see which one's better. Acrobatics. I'll do a nice little swift jump over with my acrobatics.
Let's do this.
Oh. I got a 5.
Okay, you got a 5. So in doing so, you step back for a moment and you get like yourself a running start. You manage to run over, and and then all of a sudden your foot gets stuck under a black vine, and you trip over, and your torch falls into the pit, illuminating all the spears and ragged edges of these weapons at the bottom of the pit, and half your body is facing down into this pit.
She quickly picks herself back up, and she gives herself a dust off. She looks around. No one saw that. It's just me and my conscience. She continues to dust herself off, and am I able to try again?
You can go ahead and try again. As you look forward to seeing what lies beyond in this temple, you can see a light blue aura onto this stone pedestal, and you can hear the little and you can see a silhouetting teapot in light blue aura is just sitting into this totally not a booby trap pedestal.
They thought I was that naive. Well, let me try again. Should I roll for acrobatics again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Please don't fail me. 11.
11? Sure. You give yourself a running start. You jump over the vine again, and then you do a gracious, jumping backwards into a twirl, so that way you give yourself more airtime. And you do a front roll after the pit, and you are now face to face with this illuminating teapot.
I don't want to bring myself too close because there could be a trap around it, but is it okay if I can make a perception check again?
Go ahead.
I want to be really careful.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Where's my map? Nice. 21. Is there any traps around it besides the one that is probably gonna sink after I take it off?
Everything looks fine. However, there are these designs of like caveman drawings on this hexagonal room. You can see that there are little pillars in between. You can see that there is a caveman drawing of someone finding a river. You can see there's another finding animals to eat off of. And you can see that there's another that's using the sun to make fire. However, you do see on one of the walls that there is a little mechanism in between pillars that opens up some of these walls. So these are not walls. These are doors.
They're
that open to
doors.
something.
Oh, okay. I wonder if I could, because it seems pretty dangerous if I just decide to take this very, very looking important artifact with me. So I'm going to go near that door that you just spoke of last and see if there are any openings nearby.
With the aura of this teapot just sitting on there and like the lights coming from it, you can make out from underneath this wall/door that there are bone-like feet that are wrapped in vines and roots. So whatever's about to open through that door, either will break out with some kind of monster, or will trap you into that room.
I guess there's only one way to find out. So what she's gonna do, she's gonna take that teapot off its pedestal, and she's gonna be ready for a fight.
Go ahead and make a strength check as you grab onto the teapot with one hand, but then you are dragged back as something feels like it is keeping the teapot in place, and you are just tugging and tugging and tugging onto this teapot that is almost feels like is connected to the stone.
8.
8? Okay. You managed to rip off the teapot from this pedestal, and you can see that the light blue aura from this teapot is now vanishes, and you can feel the little rumble of the temple. You can see that pebbles start to fall from the top of the temple. And you can see that the obviously doors, walls start rising and rising and rising, and you are stuck with rooms and rooms and rooms of skeletons wrapped in vines. However, the alleyway that you came from is still open.
But that seems like a trap. Everything seems like a trap here. Feels like something might enclose me if I do try to go back the other way. But if it's the only way I see it right now, is there any other escape that I can see besides the one I came in from?
This temple is basically surrounded in earth, and the door that you found was basically like the only way in or out. And the only thing that the way that I see it is there's just a bunch of doors that have opened up to revealing these skeletons, and the alleyway that you came from with all the tripwires and the pressure plates and the pit.
Okay, well, I guess the only way to go is I'm gonna go back the way I came in, and I'm guessing I gotta roll something to also avoid all those traps and pits again.
All right. You start dashing out of the temple. Meanwhile, you do hear the clatter of bones, and you can hear the tightness of vines. As you can see that there's this black vine-wrapped skeleton that is being controlled by these plants. And you can see that one of the skeletons has a crossbow and starts aiming it at you. Go ahead, make another acrobatics or athletics to see if you can, like, jump the chasm and also dodge the arrow.
So, one check for both?
Just one.
Okay. Don't feel me now. Yes! 22!
22, you managed to jump over the chasm once again, and you can see that the arrow flies straight past your face, and you manage to barrel roll once again. You manage to dodge all the pressure plates, but the arrow manages to cut the tripwire. And so arrows start spewing out from both sides of the wall. But you said you rolled a 22, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you rolled a 22, and you managed to take note of this. And with all like the momentum you built up in this running, there's no turning back now. And so you managed to cleverly just maneuver your body all around to dodge all these arrows with green ooze just sticking out from its tips. And so you manage to keep on running, and you can see that the door in front of you starts closing back up, and within the last split second, you manage to dive roll shoulder first out of the chasm, and doors are closed, and you have the teapot in hand.
She catches her breath, and then she takes the teapot in both of her hands. How important are you? She's gonna keep that with her now. Or maybe she can make some sort of, what is it? Oh, detect magic?
You cast detect magic, and you can detect that this was an ordinary teapot, but it was blessed by someone with magic-wielding powers who is worshipped as a goddess named Zadia. And Zadia gave this beautiful teapot to the village that is nearby. And you can tell that this teapot was blessed with the power of enriching nutrients to help grow healthy crops, and to filter out waters, and to help the agriculture of this little village thrive.
Perfect. So all I gotta do is bring this teapot back to the village that tasked me. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Right. She's gonna start making her way through, trying to see what path she took, and she's gonna head back into the village with teapot in inventory. I don't wanna have it in hand in case someone spots me with it, but I'm gonna head back to that village.
Okay. We're gonna match cut over to the village where you enter through a little wooden entrance, and you.
What is this village called again?
You are in the village of Kanang, and Kanang.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Kanang, Kinang, and so you enter the village of Kanang, and you can see that there are a bunch of children celebrating your return. It's Kelitah! It's Kelitah! She's returned! She's returned! And you can see that a bunch of kids start swarming you, and you can see that they try to start trying to reach for the teapot, but you're just raising it above yourself. You would like to give this.
No. Where's your elder? Where's your elder? Where's he?
You can see that a bunch of kids start grabbing your other hand, and they start dragging you towards the village chief. And you can see that
tiny children.
That you can see that as you enter this little hut for the chief of Kanang, you are met with the chief of it. What is her name? You can see that the chief of Limel. You can see that she looks back, and she's trying to fix something about a sick person on this bed, but she acknowledges your presence. She's like, you have returned! And you got the teapots as well! Thank you!
Yes, of course, Chief. I'm guessing this is going to help your village for the next generation. Is there anything else that you guys need to do?
No, we need this teapot to help survive, especially in these dire times. So thank you for giving back the teapot. I cannot believe the future of this village, this beautiful village, without this teapot. Thank you so much.
Can you tell me about whoever blessed this teapot?
Oh, you mean Zadia. Zadia was a very, very kind and generous and beautiful person. We worshipped her as a goddess, but she respectfully declined. We said, no, You have given us happiness and joy. We must thank you one way or another. And she gave us this teapot that the smith made from his ancestors' clay. And he blessed it for us to grow beautiful fruits and vegetables and to filter waters from the river that we have founded almost 3,000 years ago.
Beautiful, beautiful. I can't imagine how panicked you were when that got lost.
Oh, many people have suffered. And he looks back at the person that they were trying to heal on this little couch area. But thanks to
Do you need any help with that?
Oh, yes. It will take some time for the teapot to filter out some of the water. But regardless, you have brought it back to us, and I thank you. And you can see that she starts taking your hands, and she starts putting the back of your hands to her forehead.
Oh. She thinks that she really, really appreciates the gesture, and like, it's what I could do for the Force people. I guess I will be leaving now. You, are you sure there's nothing? She really wants to see if there's anything else she could do.
No, everything is as it seems. Thank you so much. And you see that she grabs the teapot and her head jolts backward. And you can see that. And you see that she falls down to her knees and she drops the teapot, which does not shatter, thank goodness. And she is on her knees, and she can see that the person on the bed is like, Lamel, are you okay? And he falls off the couch, and you can see that Lamel is putting her hands to her forehead, and she's looking back and forth. She's looking all around herself. You can see that she looks like she's going crazy.
I'm gonna take that teapot, I'm gonna take it away from her. And is there maybe any kind of like healing that I could do for her or something that could help her, maybe snap her out of this? Well, first, before I do any healing, I'm gonna see if I can shake her out of it. Lamel, please.
Zadia's legacy has been corrupted by modern age. You must help. You must go and help.
Help who?
You must help Zadia. Legacy. Dreamcatcher. Help her.
Where do I go? I'll go. I'll do anything.
You can see that as you're just trying to like shake her out of it, you can see that her eyes start shuddering left and right until it starts to slow down, and you can see like Zadia is very important, and you must go to help. And you can see that she starts to get up, but you see that the weakness in her knees. She's having a hard time, and she starts stumbling over, and she starts going over to her desk.
I'm gonna help her up. Maybe sit her down somewhere.
Right. You set her down over to her desk, and you can see that she pulls out something out of a little basket, and she starts rummaging through some papers, and she gives you a little scroll that's wrapped up in cloth, and she says, "Find the temple, find her legacy, and save her."
I will. And I'll be back.
Please do.
Okay. And then she takes the scroll in hand and she dashes her way out. But then she realizes, where am I even going? Then she opens the scroll.
You open the scroll and you see that it leads you to a country called Satis. You can see that there's a little jungle where you will have to navigate through landmarks that the people of Kanang have made in order to differentiate where to go, where to travel through, and what things to avoid.
Okay, so she takes this map in hand.
Yeah.
She looks at all the roads and paths that she has to take. She finds the one that she needs to take. And she immediately books it. She looks like she's in a rush at first, but she probably slows down, knowing that it's not going to help running the whole way.
All right. You start running the whole way over to wherever this temple is, and as you run off, the camera pans overhead to see you running out of the village, and we cut to a beautiful skyline, where we then head over to a little country called Ginto in the city of Takano. And you can see doors start opening up, and you see this very professional a man in very fancy attire walking with 3 men in more underclass suits, and they start running with papers and clipboards, and saying like Mr. Woods, I need you to sign off on these papers, Mr. Woods. JD, could you please describe us who you are playing, what their deal is, what their class is, what's going on, man?
I am the Starling Woods. I am a paladin, also human, funny enough, and I don't know. I just kind of appear and disappear. I'm I guess a CEO of a really big company that I inherited many years ago, and it's all about adventure.
It's all
Adventure in its finest.
You start heading over to the staircase, and you see that the men in business dudes start like shoving papers in your face. Like, sorry, I need you to sign off on this. Turns out there was another accident over in the country of Solary. We just need you to sign off on it, so that way we can get the paperwork done. And that'd be great. Thank you so much.
What do you mean another accident? And I just kind of stop.
You stop and you turn around to him, and you can see that he starts sweating. He starts loosening his tie, and he's like, well, according to the reports, it turns out the biplane that we sent over, there wasn't enough fuel to get over to where we needed to go, and it crashed nearby into a mountain housed by satyrs.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how did we make such a simple mistake?
Well, I'm not sure what the full details are, but all we know is the now, and the now is the plane is now in scraps on top of a mountain in Solary. So
and how many survived?
None that we know of.
Send a group to go investigate.
Yes, sir. And he starts like falling through, and he's like, okay, if that's the case, then I'm gonna need you to sign off on this as well.
Yeah, sure. But I need a full detailed report on what happened, how. We know the how, but what about people, places, and talk with that satyr family. Let's make sure nothing happens.
Yes, Mr. Woods, yes, Mr. Woods. And he starts grabbing all the papers that you signed, and he starts pushing the other 2 guys in suits, and he's like, out the way! And he starts, and you can see that he like slams the door open just to get through. And then you can see that one of the other guys in suits, and he's like, sir, your meeting is about to start in 2 minutes. I think we should head out now.
Meetings. Okay, let's go.
All right. You walk over into this meeting room, and you can see that sitting across from you on this table is a bunch of half human, half vulture people, and they're going, Mr. Woods, the business expenses that we've been spending on these so-called epic adventures, it's just not my. It's just. Why don't we just take a look at the board real quick, and he starts moving things around in like you see like a bunch of things in like dust paintings. He starts moving around. He's like, see, the last adventure we took in Oaxaca, you can see that there was not much progress into finding the Spear of Love, which, by the way, stupid name for an artifact, if I do say so myself. Am I right? And he looks over at the other vultures, and he's like, yeah, no, it's stupid. Spear of Love, stupid. So, I say we cut the expenses over in the expedition of Oaxaca, and we just keep on moving with the other adventures. Which, that does bring me to my next point, Mr. Woods. I think we should stop adventuring in third world countries. That'd be great.
Why?
I've noticed the pattern with all the things we've done in those countries, and we barely find anything. Also, we have not found much compared to the years where we started. Like, when we started, we found, 20, 25, maybe 30 artifacts a year. And then now we find gumshoe wrappers inside the temples. Turns out they were already freaking raided or whatever. And now things are just getting worse. There are more adventures that are happening every year. And so the adventuring business, I'm afraid, is starting to decline. So what I would like to propose is, how do I make this sound like a good thing, but also not like a villain? We need to cut ties with our competition. I am aware that we have made an agreement with Expedition Incorporated, but let's just say they're doing a little bit better than us. So I'm saying we cut off the trades with them, so that way they have less resources, so that way there's more adventure for us.
Okay. No. No. The agreement was it's 70-30. We get 70, they get 30. They see what they do with the 30. They might be making better moves than we are. What? There's money to go around. So who cares about that? The reason that we have that company is a reason apart from what we have now. But why would we stop adventuring in third world countries? I have my best out there. I got Ricky, Bobby, Millie. I got everyone out there. I can't just stop this.
Yes. Those aviates that traveled to Solary recently. I heard that their biplane crashed. How's the search going on for them? Any known whereabouts of where they are?
So it was them. I had no idea. Well, we sent a group out there. We'll see what happens. And worst case, I'll just go out there for a bit. Who cares? What's the worst that could happen?
Okay, Mr. Woods, I hate to pull out the numbers, but my team and I have already crunched it for the next 5 years. And so if you take a look at the board, and you can see that he starts writing in this white chalk, and he pulls up a little chalkboard. He's like, we have initially 109,918,879 gold pieces, right? However, if we keep going on with the adventures, that now brings us down to, and you see that the chalk then breaks, and he's like, damn it, what other chalks do we have? Is this red? Fine, I'll write in red, because it's so important. We will then have, in the next 5 years, 28,371,884 gold pieces. Right? You know what that means? That means we lost 81,546,995 gold pieces. Alright? Now, Mr. Woods, I need you to paint a picture here. And you can see that as he says paint a picture here, you start noticing something about them, about the numbers that you see on the board. You can see that with the red indications, you have tackled with adventuring for most of your life. So you know the call to adventure when you see it. You can notice that in the numbers 28,371,884, and you've lost, meaning negative, 81,546,995 gold pieces. Those are coordinates.
Yeah. So, okay, whatever. The money, screw the money. I have more. And then I'm writing down these coordinates on my own paper.
You start writing down the coordinates on your paper, and you can see that the Vulture Man goes, Mr. Woods, I just really hope you take this into consideration. It has been an honor working with you since this company has started, and I hate to see it go up in flames like that biplane.
Well, okay, screw the biplane. Watch it.
Did I say biplane? I didn't. I don't think
Watch
I said
it.
biplane. Did I say biplane? He looks at the other vulture. He's like, I don't think you said biplane. No, I don't think you said. No, I don't think you said biplane.
I guess I'm losing my hearing. But if that's all and it's about money again, then I have other places to be.
You say you have other places to be, and you see that that one of the men in the suits that you walked in here with, he's like, sir, you do have another conference going on in the floor above us. So I believe that we do have to leave now.
No, what's that one about?
Let's see. He starts scrolling. He starts like going through the paperwork, and he's like, looks like there is discussion about what we should do about the aviation company that we work with. And he looks over at the Vulture Man. He's like, I have spread the word about cutting ties to the other heads of the other departments.
All right, so I am not going to that meeting. You tell them we're not cutting any ties. We're going to continue operation as usual. Tell them to make better planes and get better fuel. Or, you know what? I'll find a way to make better fuel. And with that, I am heading off back to my mansion. Thank you.
I hope you think carefully about this, Mr. Woods. And the door closes. We are going to cut back over to the beaches over in Sadis, where a torn-up pirate ship is heading into the beach side. No dock, just an anchor at bay. And you can see a bunch of people of Goldenbeard's crew just start having this open space for Goldenbeard, and they go, Goldenbeard, Goldenbeard, Goldenbeard. And you can see that Goldenbeard steps out of his captain's quarters, and he starts acknowledging everybody. And he's like, your captain has returned from his nap! Ah! You see that everyone starts going crazy and going to this little empty space that they have now saved for Goldenbeard. And he addresses everybody. He goes, all right, mateys, the time has come. You three. He points over to you, Jouelle. He points over to the bandanaed person from earlier that was rolling the cannonball, and you see like he's like, do I do this? Jouelle, what do I do? What do I do?
I just like threaten him.
You see a third person. You can see this half parrot, half human, just looking over at you, Jouelle, and he's like,
Do you only speak squawk?
and you see that he has this like his wing up, and he goes,
Oh, okay. I ignore.
The Goldenbeard points to you three and is like, you three have been selected for the Trinidad Challenge. Trinidad! You see that everyone starts chanting, Trinidad, Trinidad! Alright, you're getting way too excited about this. Christ. Alright. So, now, with the successful takedown of Lightstone's ship, I have found something worthy of this challenge. Behold, the map to Zadia's Dreamcatcher, fabled to be the greatest wish-granting artifact in Adventia. Now, you three are going to be sharing this map, and as he's like pulling it closer over to you guys, you can see that he takes out his sword and or you can take one piece and go your separate ways. First to return back here with the Dreamcatcher will be crowned the Trinidad champion. Trinidad! Trinidad!
Oh my god.
Right, boys. What do you say?
I take the first piece.
Right. You take the first piece of this. You take like the leftmost page, and you can see that the skinny like bandana guy just grabs another piece, and he's like, I didn't get much on here. Do you want to trade?
No, dude, what are you? Oh, Jesus.
Because I was told that if we fail the challenge, that we get thrown overboard, and I don't want that to happen. Could you please trade with me? I need help. Or
I punched him in the face.
or we could just share the glory or something. I know that like the Trinidad champion is like a singular like title, but like we could share it.
What's his name again?
You have not in all your years of on this ship, you have never asked for his name. You have never heard of his name.
Jimmy.
That's not my name.
That's your name now, Jimmy.
Okay, my name is Jimmy now.
Yeah. Listen, I would love to help you. You look like a swell guy.
I'm not. My mom called me a bastard once, and that's why I joined his crew.
Okay, well, you're oversharing now. Now I'm uncomfortable. Now I feel bad. Now I'm like, no, I don't know what to do anymore. So
oversharing is the reason why I go to my therapist, but then she got killed by Goldenbeard.
Oh, that's cool.
I have a
I'm
pretty
sorry.
effed up life, man.
Should have gone into finance or something, dude. I don't know what you're doing here.
Finance is really boring. I once
Okay.
heard I once heard like a talk at my school's assembly, and they brought in like this vulture guy, and he made it really boring. I just wanna get back here in one piece, if that's okay with you. And then you can see that the third piece taken by the parrot, they swoop it up and they start immediately going into the island, into this jungle.
Look what you're doing. The stupid parrot is ahead of me.
Now we're gonna be left behind. Dang it!
I leave him. I just run.
Wait, where are you going? I wanted to trade with you. Dang it! You leave Jimmy behind, and you start immediately going into one of the little like rowboats, and you slice off the ropes, and you drop down to the sea, and you start rowing onto the island. You can see that as this parrot person is like running over, rowing and rowing and rowing as fast as they can, and they start darting straight into a jungle, and you are falling behind by a few yards.
Oh my god, fast. Okay, and I'm gonna look at the map. Where do I go?
With your piece, go ahead and make an intelligence, or maybe just do an intelligence check to see if you can have some context clues of what's going on.
21.
With the 21, you can make out some of landmarks made by whoever made this map, and so you find a rock that's in the shape of a brain, and you can see a river that's flowing with shimmering purple and blue and green, and you can determine that there is the bottom corner of a very detailed temple, which must be Zadia's temple. And so if you follow the river close enough over to the brain rock, you might be able to determine where and what vicinity you'll find the temple.
Well, then I guess I'll go there. Or actually, wait, I should probably gear up or something, or find stuff to, I don't know.
You're on Sadis right now.
Okay.
You left the ship, but you have.
Where's Jimmy?
You have all the stuff on you that you made with your character sheet. Jimmy, you look back and you see that Jimmy is. You can see that he's oh man, they took all the rowboats, man. Okay, fine. And he starts going over to the plank, and he's oh man, I had nightmares about this, man. You see that instead of jumping off the plank, you can see that he starts gripping onto it, and he starts dangling off it, and he's okay, I feel like I should be letting go now, but I don't have the strength to do it. Oh dang it, gravity!
So he's just drowning.
I'm okay, I can swim. I would be much of a pirate if I couldn't. And he starts rowing over. Hey, you left without me, Jouelle!
Okay, well, are you smart? Jimmy,
My mom doesn't think so.
can you read?
Define read.
Oh my god, you're doing great, buddy.
Thanks.
Do you know, and I show him the map.
What? Oh, hold on.
Do you know what I do?
Let me check my part of the map, and you can see that the map is now disintegrated because he's been in the water. Oh,
Oh.
man! I can't do anything right, man.
I won't disagree or agree with you on that one. Okay. Jimmy, listen to me. That parrot is already so many steps ahead of us.
Oh.
I am willing to help you to a certain point. Okay, Jimmy? Are you listening, Jimmy?
I think I am. Listening is when you, like, let words fly into one ear and then you let it out the other, right?
No. But,
Oh, come
okay.
on!
Okay, Jimmy, can you help me? Jimmy?
I think I can. From what I learned from Goldenbeard, we just have to use our surroundings. And he starts hugging, like, this palm tree. Alright, I think I can feel that we need to go that way. And he points back over to the ship.
Okay. How about you go that way? I point to, like, a forest. Just some trees. I'm pretty certain that's exactly the way to the Dreamcatcher.
Okay, are you gonna follow, like, right behind me?
Yes, I will be right behind you. I left something in the sand over
Okay,
there.
I hope you find it. And he starts running off into the
Okay.
jungle. And he's like, hopefully you'll find it. I think I can call on you, maybe. And he starts running off.
Yeah, call me. I'll answer.
Right.
I will not answer.
All right.
Okay, and I'll just head over. I'm gonna go wherever the parrot went. I'm gonna follow that parrot.
Yeah, you follow over to where the parrot went, and it takes you a while for you to find even the river and even the rock brain, and it starts going from like dawn to dusk, and you can now see the moon out and about. You have been able to survive on whatever's around you because of what you've done as a pirate, and you've packed some things for yourself. It is now night, and you have found the brain rock, and after a couple of hours of searching, you do find yourself in a clear pathway that leads you over to a mossy brick exterior built with staircases on all four sides of what looks like a ruined temple.
Hmm.
What would you like to do? Is there anywhere you'd like to look or anywhere you'd like to go?
I would like to go see if the temple has like there's an entrance to the temple, right?
You could, based on glance, you can just go up the stairs and see if there's like a way down.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, cool. You head up all of these like almost like 200 stairs as you start climbing and climbing and climbing, and you do see a pit down below, dark, and you can hear the winds just picking up, and it is a long 40-foot drop down.
Can't survive that. Nothing else is like, it's just like...
Do you not have like anything in your like an explorer's toolkit or anything like that?
Let's see what's in my inventory.
If not, go ahead and make a perception check.
I have these tools. That's all I have.
Okay.
And a rope.
You have a
I have a
rope?
rope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I do.
Yeah, you can tie a rope off of like a little like stone pedestal that seems like it's a firm and stable like foundation. And you start climbing your way down and down and down, and you start getting deeper into this cave into this dark room, and you can see down a hallway is moonlight. So if you'd like to go over there and search for anything to maybe make light or make a torch, you can go ahead and do so.
Yes, I would. I do have a torch, actually, on my inventory.
Okay, great.
Sorry.
Yeah, if you'd like to light it right now, cool.
Yeah.
You light the torch, and you look around into this crimson-lit area of like a square room with inscriptions of what seems to be words of another world. And you can see imagery of dreams and sleep and insomnia and people who seem to have a different grasp of reality than what most people have. And as you are roaming around, Kelitah, we're gonna cut over to you. After running your way over to Sadis and finding any means of transportation to get you there, either like via plane or by boat or by whatever you see.
She hated it, by the way.
Yeah, you could tell that she is like shrugging off and like just trying to remove like all the sense of like modern technology and being like, ugh.
Yes. Yep. Definitely.
Okay. It's around the same time of day where the sun looks like it's about to go down, and so you start traveling in with the map. You also make your way and you find the temple. What would you like to do in this moment?
Since it's getting dark, I think the only natural way for an adventurer such as I to find a way into the temple and maybe call it my rest place for the night.
Alright, great. Hold on. So we're just gonna find like a resting
So,
place for the night?
Yeah, rest place in the temple, but Sadis, S-A what?
S-A-T-U-S. You're gonna find a little area to sleep for the night, is what you're saying? You're just gonna find like a little opening?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, somewhere in the temple, hopefully. Like, I could try to find my way in and then
Right.
call it a night.
You start like looking around to see if there's like any place for shelter and whatnot, and you do stumble across the west side of the temple, and you can see that there is a slightly open wall. If you'd like to go in there.
Oh. I would like to go in there, yes. Is there anything I should need to do?
No, you can just like head on into the open wall if you'd like.
Yes, can I go cautiously?
Yeah, cool. Go ahead.
Heavy on cautious.
Cool. You head in cautiously and you test the flooring to make sure there are no booby traps. You check the walls to see if there's anything. Is there any way for you to start a fire or any like source of light so that way you can give yourself...
Yes, I do. I can actually right here control flames.
Control flames.
Oh no! I go. Wait. Create bonfires. Create bonfires. Probably better.
Okay, cool.
But maybe find some wood or vines or something that can probably last for the night, and use the create bonfire cantrip.
Yeah. You could definitely find some wood and some vines that you could set on fire. So
no, maybe not like vines that aren't connected to anything else, like vines that I'll crap.
Yeah.
Take and wrap into a little fire, and to light the flames, she actually, it's funny, she uses her fingers as like some sort of match. Like go, and then she got the flame, and then
yeah,
and then uses it to create the bonfire.
Yeah, you create the bonfire, and you are now in a smaller room full of light. You can see that there is an exit door in front of you, like it's directly right in front of you. So if you'd like to explore a little bit more,
yes.
Yeah, you'd like to explore a little bit more.
I actually would like to explore a little more. I kind of want to see if there's anything interesting about this temple specifically, because the map did lead me here. There has to be something.
Cool. You take a little piece of like the bonfire and you use it like as like a torch, and you start moving around, and you can walk up to what looks like a railing, and you can look down and you can see it must be the bottom floor. And
can I like kick a rock down there, see how far it goes until it drops, or can I see the floor?
You kick a rock and it seems to it looks to be about maybe 30 feet below you, perhaps 20.
Okay.
Cool. As you do so, you do hear the tightening of a rope, and from above, you can see a furry cat-like person starts steadily going downwards from this rope, and you can see that they create a fire from a room that they have entered, and they look around and they start gasping in awe of what is around them.
Kelitah was not aware of this, and she actually is gonna try to stealthily follow this cat, because what the freak is this cat doing in this temple where I am?
All right.
I don't like being accompanied.
Hey guys, the term cat, it's a little offensive. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's a little offensive.
All right.
Oh, she knows.
Damn. Yeah, you find some stairs to make yourself downward if you'd like to keep going down to sneak up on this cat. I'll go ahead and make a stealth check.
Perfect. Stealth, just please.
And, Javi, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Oh wait,
Well, her
nat
big
one.
No way.
you said stealth?
well, her big fat ass
Wait, no.
is
You said
apparently pretty bad at stealth. I rolled a nat 1, so I got a 3 in total.
Okay.
I think it's not the character.
Yeah, F you.
Yo, I got a nat 1.
What the fuck?
Wait, oh, but. It says +3, so 4?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
No! No! I got a 3!
All right. Yeah. Kelitah, you.
How do we both roll nat 1s?
Kelitah, you make you make your way down the steps, and you do manage to accidentally kick a rock, and it echoes throughout this empty chamber. Jouelle, you manage to turn around, and you see this little shadowy figure in the darkness.
I shoot.
Kelitah.
Can I please let me dodge it. Please let me dodge it.
Well, I would say that you're behind a little pillar, so that way you can hide yourself. But as Jouelle shoots it, it does chip off some of the pillar.
I'm gonna throw. I think I have something with me. Can I do I have? Wait, no, I have something in my inventory. What is it? It's I have a sickle. Can I throw it?
You're gonna throw the sickle. Okay, cool. You're gonna throw it at Jouelle. Is what I'm asking.
No. I don't do that. At the rope, not at Jouelle.
Oh, at the rope. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's see. Go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Dexterity. I got you.
Yeah, go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Better not fail me now. Nice. 17.
17. You chuck the sickle and it cuts the rope, and Jouelle, your rope is now cut into 2, and so now you are stuck down there with no way out from above.
Dude, what the heck? Okay. I will. I would like to stealthily, kind of hide, and try to see if I can get behind this person.
All right. Go ahead and make a stealth check. Sarah, make a perception.
I want to see what you say. I want to see what you say. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
14, guys.
19.
Fuck you. Okay.
Yeah. Jouelle, you start to dash over behind another pillar. Meanwhile, Kelitah, you do manage to see him in this moment. If you'd like to do anything at the moment.
Yes, I actually want to bring out my staff and whip out the pointed side. State your case.
Oh, you say that? Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa there, green lady.
Who sent you?
Nobody. Who sent you?
Why are you in this? I was sent by a chief of a village, but that doesn't matter. Why are you here?
None of your business, tall green lady.
she sees that this cat isn't really much of a threat with her ego, and so she puts the staff away. And honestly, because she's feeling very full of herself, she brings out her hand to help them up.
I would like to grab the hand and then push you onto the floor and then point my gun at you.
Can I
No,
not do
you
that?
cannot. You cannot.
No,
No.
let me roll
You guys
something.
can
Let me roll
oppose
something.
strength checks. Oppose strength checks.
Oh, so strength checks sounds good.
No, wait, that does not sound good. Acrobatics.
No, let's do it. No, let's do it.
So what did you roll?
What? No, what did you roll?
No, so what
No, what did you roll? What did you roll?
guys, please.
Okay, so I rolled a 12, and so what happens is, since I see that this tabaxi is trying to make a move on me, I immediately pin them to the ground.
This is so embarrassing.
What are you trying to do? Are you still trying to kill me? I'm no
Leave me
threat.
alone. Leave me alone.
I am no threat to you.
Leave me alone.
You need to calm down.
Leave me alone.
Put that contraption away, please.
Okay. Leave me alone. Can I run? Can I please run?
I got my eye on you, cat.
With the 12 and a 3, I think that she has you down. As you guys are having this little quarrel, you guys do feel a... and you guys can see the cracks on the floor that you are on start to... and you guys start to fall deeper and deeper into what you thought was the bottom floor, where this temple actually goes deeper and deeper in where you guys usually are. You are falling into this black abyss, into something that is not lit by moonlight because of how far the range is. And you both are falling, and you both hit the ground. And you look over, and you see a silhouette in a little light illuminated by a torch. And that's where we're going to cut over to Hazel. You are at the coordinates of where you are not exactly at the coordinates, but you are nearby of where the coordinates are, and so you're starting to make your way over. You start to expect like where your father is, like probably already there, so you just keep on going and going. Is there anything you like to do as you're going?
I think Hazel's just going to be calling out, Dad! Dad, I'm here! Dad! This is gonna be a long journey.
There's total silence, and there's nothing going on.
Hello?
There is
Hello?
nothing. And so you keep on walking, and and ever since you did land, it has now gone to night. And you can't make much of anything other than the animals in their natural habitat. And you do, however, can you make a survival check?
I don't think, oh no, I'm pretty survival-y. Yeah, 16.
16. You hear a ruffle of feathers going on about 5 feet away from you. And you can see that there's little movement going on in the leaves.
Nope. I will go over there, and I'm not scared of this thing. I'm not scared of this. This is not scary at all. I'm just gonna go over there, and I'm just going to look at it, and I'm going to say, hey you there, you fiend, whatever you are in the bush, I will beat you up if you don't get lost. All right, that's the plan. All right. And she's gonna walk over there, and you can see that she has this rifle that she has like kind of a like strapped to her back that she takes on her like little adventures that she has never had, but she's never used it. Is kind of completely clean and has never been shot before. You can see that she takes this gun and moves apart the bush and then drops the gun and then picks it back up and is like, "You fuck, what's going on?"
You point the gun over in between the bush, and you see your father, Sterling Woods, just trying to track out where the coordinates keep on going. Sterling, you are now face to face with your daughter, who is holding a rifle to your face.
Oh, hey.
Dad! What am I doing here, Dad?
Oh, why are you here?
What do you mean, why am I here? You asked me here. You sent me a letter. You were like, very important, bring this. And you sent me a long list. By the way, here's your sandwich. I don't know why you asked this, but it was in your list.
Man, that's so nice of you, Elle. I'm just gonna grab this sandwich.
I think it's like 2 days old, but it's probably fine. And why did you ask for a sandwich to be included in this packing? I don't know.
Sterling,
But yet,
you have no idea what
hungry.
she's talking about. You don't know what type of letter
don't.
she's talking about. You don't know about any sort of list that you sent her.
I am taking the sandwich happily, though. The sandwich.
it's a pretty good
Yeah.
sandwich. She really likes like cooking things and stuff like that. It's a
Made
nice
it.
heat to it is kind of
You made the
gamey.
sandwich?
I did before I left. It was in the list. Along with a bunch of other stuff, change of clothes, a few books on archaeology, and of course the sandwich. I mean, I don't know why you would ask for these specific things included, but yet here we are.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the sandwich. I'm gonna start eating with my mouth full. I don't know why we're here, but yeah. We'll find this.
Father, I haven't seen you in like a few days, and then you just send me a letter all of nowhere, telling me to come here to see you about this Dreamcatcher thing. Can you tell me why you're not you're not like staying home a little bit more? You're a little bit maybe it's time to take a break from all this adventuring.
A break? What are you, crazy? Nah. Also, what letter?
You sent me a letter, Father.
I never sent a letter. Was it? I don't know.
In your handwriting. I didn't bring it. I probably should have. But you had mentioned something about something or other. It's a Dreamcatcher, I think. And you said to meet you here. I mean, obviously I came here and here you are. So you obviously wrote it, Father.
Dreamcatcher. I've heard of a Dreamcatcher. Have I heard of a Dreamcatcher?
You have heard legend about a Dreamcatcher, and you've heard legend about a Zadia, and you've heard about it being the most powerful wish-granting artifact in the world. However, there have not been any records or history about it that you know of, hence why in your study at your house you have no record of it, but you have heard it word of mouth.
Man. Okay. Zadia. I think there's a Dreamcatcher, you said, right?
Yet, Father, have you been drinking too much? Have you been staying on the straight and narrow? Maybe not. How badly have you been in the heat? Have you? Is it? Can I do a little diagnostic on my father to see how
Yeah, go ahead.
old and decrepit he looks?
Yeah, you can tell that from the heat and of his age, you can tell that he is a little bit woozy, but you can tell that from years of being his daughter and him being your father, you can tell that his thrill for adventure is somewhat natural.
Yes, I know that the thing is natural, but I'm worried about him. He doesn't seem to be remembering anything, and I'm worried about him. Does his head look all right? Has he hurt himself recently? Does he has he scraped himself in any areas? I'm just kind of like looking over his hair, just like
Why are you? No, get off me. No, we're good. I'm
I'm
fine.
I'm sorry.
I'm fine.
Okay, right. So-
As you guys are
Anyway.
having like this little discussion, you guys do hear a little in the distance, and you hear some sort of explosion going on a few yards in front of you.
Okay,
Wait, you learned how
Father,
to use the
no.
rifle, right?
Father, no, we are not. We are not here to do these crazy adventures. All right, I'm here to take you home. And we are going to take you home immediately.
Oh.
And I've never actually shot this thing at a person. I've only shot it at a training dummy a few times. I'm a pretty good shot, but I'm not very. I don't like hurting people, so let's try not to use this.
L, let me take the rifle.
No, I'm not giving
We're
you the
going that
No.
way.
No.
We're going that way.
No.
Dude.
Look at me. No, we're going this way. We're going out. No.
No.
Okay.
Are you with me or not?
Well, I can't. Obviously, I can't leave you. So if you're not going to follow me, I guess I'm just going with you now. But
Cool.
But maybe
No.
let's, you know what? Honestly, Sterling, let's hurry this along. Maybe if we just quickly do your little adventure here, catch this catcher of dreams or whatever, and then we can be on our way home, Father.
Fine.
Okay, there we go. Good. All right, good lad.
What?
All right, and she's gonna pat him on the shoulder and be like, "All right, now, where is this Dreamcatcher thing? Where I keep hearing these booms going around in this area. Do we know where we're going?"
Well, no, but the explosions are a good sign. I'll take the rifle.
good
and
sign?
we can go.
You guys can hear the explosions coming in from your northwest direction. So if you'd like to run in that direction to figure out where the booms are coming from, that'd be a good place to start.
Yeah. And let me get that rifle, and I'm gonna snatch the rifle.
No, it's around me. You would no. I'm not giving you my rights. You can no. I know you're. Listen, Father. I know you're a crack shot with a gun. I know you're amazing. I've heard so many stories that you constantly tell me, but I do not think you should be having a gun right now if you can't even remember writing a letter.
I still need that rifle.
Okay, here. You can have this gun. It's a small little pistol. You can have this.
Even better. Okay. And remind me, did your brother make it home all right?
We will discuss this later, Father. For there is a little bit of a issue, but maybe now is not the time to be discussing this. There's some explosions going off, and I think both of our lives are kind of in danger right now. And you can't even remember asking me to risk my life to come save you. So let's
go.
do this thing that you're here to do, and then we'll head on home, drink some tea, and read some books. You can tell me one of your fascinating, amazing stories about your past, and then it'll be a jiffy time.
Got it. Let's go. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys start running over to the direction of where you guys are hearing the booms. You guys do find a mossy and ruined temple, and you guys do see dust coming from the top of it, hence the aftermath of explosions going on inside of it. In the direction of where you are looking from, I need both perception checks. That'd be great. It'd be great if I could just close.
Perception? I love perception.
22.
22 with Hazel. Dang. 9 perception
Dang
check
it,
with
9.
Sterling. Sterling, you are still being amused by the little dust in the air because of the aftermath of the explosion. However, Hazel, you are more perceptive, and you look at a little cut into one of the sides of the wall. If you go out to investigate it, you can see that there is something left behind on the floor, and you can see a little tool made of those hamster tubes that hamsters like to run through, batteries, copper wire, rubber bands, and a piece of a little like buzz saw that helps cut through metal. You can see that it is just lying on the ground with some of the batteries dead, and you can see that it leads into a little pathway into the wall.
And I just see the wall, right?
Well, I'll point it out as soon as I see it. Does this look of any interest to you?
I don't know, but there's a lot of smoke coming out of it, so we might as well go in.
Father, I'm surprised you've lasted this long.
Well, I've been doing this my whole life. What do you think I've done?
Right, that's why I'm saying I'm surprised you've lasted this long. You are very gung-ho.
I'm gonna disregard that. Let's go.
All right. You guys travel deep into this little tunnel that seems to be made from whoever had this hamster tube looking like machine. And so you guys start traveling onto like a trail that was made of dust and rubble and footsteps you guys can see onto the floor. These footsteps are a little bit smaller than what you would expect for someone to be traveling along in some place like this in the middle of the jungle. And you do make it over to a little corner where if you turn, you can see a little person in silhouette. And right past them, you see an Eladrin and a Tabaxi of just on the ground looking at the silhouette of a person. All four of you are now looking at this hooded stranger who seems to have set off the explosions. And he walks out of a tunnel, gets into the light, removes his hood and his goggles, and he goes,
"Oh man! Oh yeah, that was awesome! I want to do that again. Maybe there I can find another wall, but that's not important right now. Hey!"
You can see that this little elven boy in a little baseball cap and green hoodie, and is in a green hoodie and a part trench coat with a bunch of like these little gadgets on his hands and on his legs. He looks over at you, Jouelle and Kelitah, and he goes, "Hi!"
Kelitah takes her grip off of Jouelle and looks at Jouelle, looks back at this elven kid and asks, did you bring this child?
I don't have any kids. No.
Oh, no, I'm not with him. I'm not with you either. I'm not with anyone around here because my parents don't know that I left. I am here on an adventure. Because I'm pretty sure I found the calling. If you guys know what I'm talking about. I think I found my calling.
Ooh.
You,
Yes,
little elf,
Billy.
on an adventure.
Yes.
Oh god, I've seen it all.
You're very short for an elf.
Yeah, well, I'm 7, so...
It's a child. It's a child.
Isn't that cool? I'm 7 and I made explosions happen in the middle of an ancient temple that nobody knows about. It's so cool!
Congratulations, tree hugger. Do we have, who? Are you with them?
With who now? And he turns around and he looks over at Hazel and Sterling. Oh, sweet! I let people here. That's actually not good. This is a very vacated area. Hi!
Explosion, you say? Was that you?
Yeah, I made it out of gunpowder I stole from my dad's garage, and then I had a little fire starter that I made myself, and so I laced it around some corners of the area that I've already found on my way into, and so I just, flip the button.
That's pretty impressive. And how old were you again?
That is how bombs are done.
Wow.
Is this what this new generation is up to now? Making bombs and destroying ancient places?
I'm proud of you, kid. If you ever wanna, after we're done here, I mean, if we find whatever we're looking for, I'm assuming we're all here for the same thing. If you wanna come work with me, I mean, I'm always looking for someone.
Father,
Cool
can we not recruit the 7-year-old? I believe there's some laws about that.
Trying to hire a
Cool.
child.
My first ever job. I'll have to talk to
no,
someone
no,
about
no,
that.
no,
Maybe
no,
my
no,
mom
no,
can
no,
sign
no,
off on
no,
those
no.
things.
Julie's gone by.
Uh,
I,
Yeah.
money
Oh, wait a
is
minute.
not
Hold
an
on.
issue for you.
Oh, hey! I forgot to set this bomb off. You can see right in front of all of you, there's another bomb that just that sets off. You can see that this gigantic wall of rock starts falling and falling into a chasm below where you guys are, and you just have rocks collapsing and collapsing, and it just hits a deep cave underneath you all, and you guys can see all 5 of you looking a glowing blue floating Dreamcatcher before you all. Oh hey, there's the Dreamcatcher.
Roll credit.
Yeah, you can see that as like Billy is like walking over, you can see that as the blue aura is starting to spread throughout the room, you guys can see rope bridges leading to different platforms on different levels. So you see Billy just walking up to the middle one. He's like, "Yep,
Billy?
I'm headed over to the Dreamcatcher. Give me a second."
Billy.
is he gonna die? Please tell me he died.
I'm gonna grab Billy, and I'm just gonna push him.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay,
bring him to-
okay. Hi. Okay. Why? Ow.
Father, let's try not to manhandle the 7-year-old. Let's try to be gentle. Let's use our words.
No, he's here. He can handle it. He's 7. He's big.
No,
Right.
let's
this
use our
many.
words. Words, Sterling.
I'm
words.
this many.
Kelitah's gonna try to make her way slowly, carefully over to the Dreamcatcher.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
You are next
I'm
to
running.
yeah. What was that?
I'm running. I'm
Yeah,
running
Okay.
to the dream.
So Kelitah and Jouelle are both
You're gonna
dashing
die.
over to the Dreamcatcher, and Billy takes note of this, and he's like, "Aw, man, you made me slow down. Hold on." And he's trying to
No.
get out of the grip of Sterling.
Yeah, no. And then I just pull out my pistol and I shoot the bridge. That Jewel is on.
Go ahead and make a check with that with the gun. Let's say DC 12.
Hey, no, that's not nice.
Well, do you think they're just gonna let you?
11.
11. You tried to shoot the bridge, but you accidentally shoot the
him.
Dreamcatcher. A bullet flies over to the Dreamcatcher, but as it makes its way over to it, Kelitah and Jouelle, you both can see the bullet as it flies to the Dreamcatcher, and it starts to disintegrate as it gets closer and closer to its vicinity, and it drops into dust.
Ah, that's nice.
Wait, should we even get close to this thing? That doesn't sound like a good idea. I'm not talking to you, you weird green lady.
That's
Are
not
you talking to
nice.
us
You shouldn't
then?
judge people based on how they look.
She attacked me. Leave me alone. I have all the right to judge.
You have no right to judge people based on their species.
This is a very well-mannered child. I like this one.
Thank you, Green Lady. I meant it as a compliment. I have no idea what their name is.
Hey, yeah, what is your guys' name?
Billy.
Are we
Why don't you, Billy?
Are we doing introductions now?
Well,
I
I mean,
don't know what y'all plan to do. I've never met you guys before. You don't need to tell me your names or anything. It's not necessary.
Right?
I guess that kid is Billy. I mean, that's a start.
I'm Billy.
I like Billy.
Are you both humans?
I mean, my father is. I'm
I am.
a half elven.
I'm an elf.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, human adjacent.
I'll take it, I guess.
Take it. What, are you collecting humans or something? This one seems very suspicious.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
very cautious of them.
Oh,
Thanks.
okay.
That's nice of you.
Wow.
That seems slightly racist.
I'm out of here. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. I don't like these people.
Oh yeah, you start darting out of there. Like you do not care about the Dreamcatcher at this point. You start darting out into like a little entrance that's carved in within the caves. And as you're doing so, go ahead and make a Constitution check.
Oh.
Died.
Yeah, DC 20.
Just dead.
Guys.
Died.
No.
Yeah, DC
We're-
20.
15.
15. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, you start dashing over into like this little engraving of like an arch, and you get kicked by a talon with white dress pants, and you can see emerging from this little dark archway of a cave. You can see
Hey, look what you did.
a white owlin man in a white suit holding up a pistol, looking at all of you, and he goes, "Ah, so you've all found the Dreamcatcher. That's nice."
The Dreamcatcher. Sorry.
Are you making fun of accent? Why are you making fun of my accent? It's very rude of you.
I think that was some kind of like godly voice of mine. I don't know what that was. I think someone
Shut up with your
outside
godly
my mind
voice, and he shoots a pistol at your feet. Alright, listen. Has anyone touched the Dreamcatcher?
Have you?
I'm about to.
Oh, you
I-
should not.
Maybe we should have just tell him that. I mean, I think he has a gun.
We all have.
I do not care for these contraptions.
Ugh, you know what? Maybe I should just stop the talking and let my hired squad do the rest. I'll be here in the back if you have any more questions. Boys, do your job. And he starts going back into this dark archway, and you guys can see 5 goblins in SWAT and the SWAT armor and weapons start. Oh yeah! It's lunchtime! He starts firing onto the roof, and you see some of the rocks on the roof start to crumble and start to hit you guys side by side. You guys are merrily dodging everything, and they start aiming guns over at you all. And you guys can hear in the back, you guys all look behind you to see the glowing blue Dreamcatcher start going to Jouelle. It starts to float around it, and it goes over to Kelitah. Starts looking around, and it goes to Sterling. It goes over to Hazel. Starts circling around, and it goes over to Billy. And it floats up into the air, and an explosion of blue light, and it gracefully falls into a little pin version of the Dreamcatcher. And it lands into the palm of Billy. Sweet! I got a new pin! And
Nice.
you can see that the goblins look over at the boy, and he's like, "Oh, he has the Dreamcatcher! Shoot him now!"
Whoa, I am still holding Billy, right?
You are still holding Billy, and that is where we'll end today's session
Dang
into
it.
the little cave of the Temple of Zadia. Now we're going to play the game after the game that I have stolen from Walker, that we are now going to be featuring on Infinitier, which I don't know what the hell we're going to do.
Wait,
and
I
it's
got it,
called,
wait.
Can someone play this the sound effect? Go, go, go!
I got it.
Now we start on over in the order of introductions. Moving on over to Jouelle. Sorry, not Joel. Jouelle. Who did you give your start to? I'm messing up names today. Look, it's the first session. Let me have this. Jouelle, who did you give your start
That's true.
to?
Jouelle.
I would like to give my star to Billy. I actually do like Billy. Yeah. And then, oh yeah, split it. Give it to Sarah for the little squirrel. So, yeah.
You're a bottom. You're a bottom, buddy.
Leave me alone! Oh my god.
All right, moving
Over
on
for
over
you.
to Hazel. Who did you give your start
What?
Who would you like to give your star to?
Oh, I heard.
Star. Hazel, who would you like to give your
Yeah.
star to?
I didn't know who you said. I'll give mine to JD because I liked his little Fuck you guys. I'm the boss man of this CEO company or whatever the fuck.
Boy boss, get a boy boss, yes. Kelitah, who would you like to give your star to?
I'm actually gonna give my full star to first impression. I'm gonna give it to Jouelle, because first character I met, and by the way, Kelitah don't hate you. She just don't know you. Period.
Star. And last but not least, why don't we head on over with Sterling Woods, who would you like to give your star to?
You know what? We're gonna keep B tradition honored. I'm splitting this. We're gonna go. Some of it's you know how much? Thirds. We'll do thirds today. For 1/3 is going over to my boy Ozzy. His name is Ozzy. The other one, you know, Billy deserves it. Billy deserves it. Yeah, this many. And then the last one, is going to my new favorite bottom.
That's not part of the character, guys. That's not.
You got pinned down. You're a.
This is not canon. This is not canon. This is not canon.
And as the Game Master, it is my honor to give my star to all of you.
All of you.
For putting up with my bullshit.
Bullshit.
Welcome to the Land of Adventure, where today we shoot children.